crazy kids. I've got a new video for you. Lots of new stuff in the last few days. Fixed tons of bugs, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the things I need feedback on. So let's start with the first thing, which is the front and back switcher. So one of the requests that I've seen come up in the past is we'd love to be able to design anything that the game crafter can put out. So that includes things like dice that have 6 sides to them. So if I just did a front and back filter, that wouldn't work. So I've actually built it such that you could have any number of sides to the editor. And so in the case of something like a card, you'll have 2 sides, a front and a back. But if it was a dice or something else, you'd have 6 sides. So my question to you is, are you okay with numbers as a filtering mechanism here for the face versus the back, rather than it saying face and back? If not, I'll have to figure out something else to do, but my goal is to, like I said, make this handle any number of sides so that you can use things like dice or anything else that we come up with that has more or less than 2 sides. So the next thing on the list is I got the overlay built in. This is standard Component.Studio stuff, but I think it works just fine from the original Component.Studio, but if you have ideas on something else, please let me know. I've also built in the color blind filter. Again, this is identical to Component.Studio 1.0, but if you have ideas, please share them on what this should look like if this isn't good enough. I also implemented group drag and drop. So before we had the drag and drop on the individual items. So if I pick up this item here, I can just kind of drag it around in just that one item. But now I've got in the group position, you can drag and drop the entire thing. So this will take, in this case, it'll take the orange and this yellow thing here. So if I move it around, it's moving both of them. Well, that's weird. Guess I've got some work to do on that. But the other thing you've got going on is you've got group rotation as well. And I guess I should just get their 3 things here. And if I turn on rotation, woo! Anyway, it's kind of crazy. I don't know. It works. I don't understand the drag and drop and rotation stuff as much as I should. I look at Component.Studio as a precision tool, and drag and drop isn't that thing. But people want it, so I'm working on it. All right, now on to the last item, and that is I've started working on the dataset editor. So the dataset is, again, your spreadsheet, essentially, of the data that will generate your cards. So right here is these are the rows in the spreadsheet. I've been paging through these already in the various videos, but you need a way to edit that. And a lot of people have said we should be able to edit the data set directly from the screen, while you're in the editor. So I've set that up. Should see if this works. Oh, right. I need to, I forgot that I made this sortable. So clicking on it is going to be a bit of a problem. Let's go in here and say green. Oh, that's not working. Huh. Okay. I don't know what was up with that. Obviously, there's some kind of a bug related to green. Now it's working. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out in more detail. But basically, you've still got your the editor with all the extra tools right here. You can edit stuff inline in the fields, and you can sort by any column that you like. So, like that. So, yeah, what do you think of this mechanism? I'm trying to make it a more powerful version of what Component.Studio I had. Obviously, I'm not even close to done with this part of it yet. This just got started. You need to be able to add fields, and obviously I've got a few bugs. Plus, we'll need more like duplicate and things like that for other options here. But do you like the idea of being able to edit your data directly in the Component Studio Designer, so you don't have to go back and change things later, or you don't have to go back and forth between two different screens to be able to do it. All of this data should be updating in real time. So if I look over here and I go back into, let's say, here, I didn't actually test this before. So gold, oh, it's not actually updating. Okay, well, it will update in real time, and it would update like that color there would become blue. So anyway, the idea is you don't have to leave the designer to be able to get to your data sets and edit everything in real time and update in real time. What do you think of that? I just hit the recalc button. That's why it changed colors. So that's supposed to automatically recalc when you make those changes. But anyway, okay. So I guess that's about it for now. Oh, I'm sorry. There's one other minor little change, which is I changed this button here to be gray rather than green, so it's not quite as obnoxious, and it also doesn't have the edit icon because this little 3 dots is smaller, so it keeps less use, or you're not using up quite as much of the field by having it that way. So let me know if that makes sense to you. Anyway, that's it for today. Give me your feedback in the comments. I really appreciate it. It's really helped me out so far.